Welcome back to Backroad Bikes. It's been several months since I made a video. Um, Not really had a lot going on, not a lot of new content or new topics to really talk about. Um, just been working and living, but today I got a couple of things to go over and uh, kind of want to share with everybody. First off, I had the idea that I was going to buy an electric bicycle and not an e-mountain bike, just like a hub drive e-bike, like a Rad or something like that. But long story short, decided not to do that, and took about the same amount of money, and I bought this. This is a BSR Raven 250. It's a lot like the Hawk 250 or pretty much any of the Chinese dual sport motorcycles. And the whole reasoning behind wanting an e-bike was to ride it in the summer and experience some gravel roads and stuff, but not try to get heat stroke if I was going to do it on a normal bike, because it was super hot in Kentucky this summer. So after looking at it and thinking about for the same money I could buy one of these, I decided to take the gamble and pick up this bike because I could ride it to work too. You know, I got to put plates and insurance and everything on it because it is just a motorcycle. But it does kind of have like a double duty purpose. But real quick, I mean, there's not a lot to it. 229 cc 4-stroke single carburetor, air cooled, 5-speed transmission, hydraulic brakes front and back, 3.5 gallon fuel tank, kickstart backup, electric start, and that is just about what makes this bike up. Now, it looks very different right now than it did when I got it. It had tank shrouds on it to mimic the look of like a motocross bike, modern dirt bike. I took those off just because I like the tank bag and I like just the regular tank look too. Every accessory I bought on the bike, of course, like my bicycles, all come from Amazon. I don't buy a lot of expensive stuff. This Rhino Walk bag is where I keep all my tools because it is a Chinese bike and you never know when you're going to need a tool. So it's got a toolkit in there. This no-name saddlebag thing is actually for a four-wheeler. It's made to go on the tank, but I use it as saddlebags. This is just a cheap magnetic tank bag, and just put odds and ends stuff in there. Cell phone holder, I actually do think I stole this off the Kentfield. And a small windscreen. And the newest modification that I just did is a milk crate. Got a nice sturdy milk crate on there, bolted right to the existing rack mount. And little zombie dude there because it's getting ready to be Halloween time. Overall experiences with this bike have been nothing but positive. It fires up, starts, runs, and rides fantastic. I can't believe how good of a little bike this is. It'll run, I would say 65, 68 would probably be pushing it just about to its limit. I ride back roads mostly with it, so I'm only doing, I don't know, 50. But I have ridden it to work, and that's a 20-mile one-way ride at 60 miles an hour, and it did fine. Whenever I'm just doing back road rides or gravel rides over in Land Between the Lakes with it, I'm getting 75 miles to a gallon. It's very fuel efficient. The main thing with these bikes is whenever you get them, you definitely want to change whatever the Chinese are considering oil that's in the crankcase, because it's really not oil. So before you even start it, change the oil. and go over every nut and bolt, put Loctite on them, and just make sure they're tight. Make sure your spokes stay tight. About once every 2 weeks, I'll just sit here on a chair and check every bolt, check the spokes, and that's it. This bike cost me $17.99 shipped to the house, and it was assembled. So I can't complain. It's been great. I put, let's see, this is going to be in kilometers, so I think it's 1,900 kilometers, so getting close to 1,200 miles on it, and completely problem free. I'm super happy with this purchase. That's one thing that's happened for me, is been spending a lot of time on this and not really riding as much as I should, but weather's cooling down, it's getting better, and this little area that I'm in is actually a piece of land that I bought. So I'm pretty excited about this, is that all of this little spot that I built up here for camping and all that, it's right about 5 acres. It's directly across the street from my house. And I plan on building some private bike trails out here. I picked this land up from the original owner. He was 93 years old. I've always just taken care of it, never knew who owned it, and reached out, and they were willing to sell it, so I snapped it up. And my plan is to build some really cool single track back up in here, and be able to spend time just making my own trails and experimenting with that to see how that goes. So pretty pumped about that. I think I'll have a lot of content to share. I've never built bicycle trails before. Four-wheeler trails are easy. You just ride them until they become a trail. I got my trailer out here for some extra firewood that I've got. But yeah, it's a nice little spot, and I'm super excited about the potential it has. Opens up into a good-sized field, and there's actually another field just like this one on the other side of that tree line. Out here on the other side, there's another open field, and 5 acres of unmolested woodland back there just waiting to have trails built on it. So anyway, that's just a little update. Sorry I haven't been making a whole lot of videos lately. Like I said, I've just kind of been working and living, and didn't have a lot to share until now. But I got some stuff coming up, and hopefully I can be a little bit more active this fall with my channel. But anyway, thanks for everybody for checking it out, and we'll be back with you again.